Hello there. My name's Charles Darwin, and I'm here to tell you today about my theory of evolution. I have finally made it to the Galapagos Islands. Let us take a look around. Why, look at these finches. How curious they are. Each seems to have a different beak shape, and yet they are extremely similar otherwise. Perhaps this is because they were each in the same species and have since adapted to fit their own needs. Of course, I didn't come up with these theories all by myself. I had other scientists who influenced me with their works and ideas. One of my greatest influences is Jean-Baptiste de Lamarck, or Lamarck, as I like to call him. He was the one who first gave me the idea of evolution.
Hello, my name is Dr. Lamarck. I believe that each type of animal evolves under its own separate evolutionary tree, and each branch of that tree represents a specific species. Each of these trees is created from the spontaneous generation of different organisms, and the branches are derived from their drive towards perfection and the adaptation to their surroundings. These adaptations within a species are the result of how traits which are frequently used are kept, whereas traits which are seldom used die out.
Yes, quite right he was. This keeping of traits which are beneficial and the dying out of traits that are not beneficial is what I like to call natural selection, and is the basis of my theory of evolution. Now, the main problem with this theory was that the world, we believed, was not old enough for this process to take place. However, this problem was solved by the works of my good friend, Charles Lyell.
In my series, Principles of Geology, I have discovered that the Earth was formed by slow-moving objects such as glaciers and volcanoes, which are at work even today. In fact, based on my calculations, it appears that the Earth is much, much older than 6,000 to 10,000 years old, as we previously believed. Rather, the Earth is actually billions of years old.
Another of my greatest influences was Thomas Malthus. He was an economist who developed a theory off of which I based my whole idea of natural selection.
In nature, plants and animals produce far more offspring than are able to survive. This led to my conclusion that man too is capable of overproduction. There are three main factors to this theory. The first one is the overproduction of the young. The second one is the inability of resources to keep up with a rising human population. And the third factor is the irresponsibility of the lower classes.
From which I concluded that when animals produce more offspring than can survive, it establishes a competitive environment among siblings. It is this variation that produces some individuals with a slightly greater chance of survival.